Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships. Today we're taking a look at the Iowa, not the Wisconsin. Done quite a few videos on that, played it a ton on stream already, and I haven't been having the best time with the Wisconsin. So we're going to play the Iowa today. Been a little bit in the think tank, overthinking dispersion and accuracy and aiming. I've spent probably 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours over the last 2 days just in the training battles, looking at shooting just bots, stationary bots broadside with Wisconsin, with Iowa, with Montana, with Vermont, just looking at the differences in dispersion. And for whatever reason, Wisconsin doesn't feel all that different. The Battlecruiser dispersion not coming through, for me at least. Although I know other content creators have certainly been having a better time. But today, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the issues with playing a battleship and look at Iowa. I haven't taken a look at this ship in forever. I don't even know if I've ever featured it on the channel. Probably played something like a Missouri instead of an Iowa, just because that's an easier one to get to for me, because I already have it and it's premium movie commanders. But the Iowa build is going to be pretty much the exact same as the Wisconsin. I'm going to try and run things as much similar as I can. And we're going to see, maybe in a few games here, if I can perform just as well or similarly as well as I could in the Wisconsin. Before we do, though, I do need to talk a little bit about two things I missed in the update here. So the first thing is this Golden Week Battle Pass. There's a different version for people. So I have the version here that has doubloons at the end. Some of you will only have coal. So it seems like they're testing out to see which one people are more interested in buying. Just make sure you just check which one you have before purchasing it. Not everyone is going to have the doubloon refund if they manage to finish the full pass. Personally, wish they would have just given you the option here at the end, like just had a either or thing. Once you get it, just have a pop-up to say which one I would click, and then that's what I would get. I would like to see them do that, especially if their goal is to see which one incentivizes people to buy. Just give us the option at the end. Surely we can track that. And then the last thing I missed here, I got very wrong, was that asymmetric battles only last 33 days. It's only for the duration of this update, which means in our combat missions here for this Dockyard, the later stages, even though they say, this one being the hardest one, probably 60,000 base XP, even though they say asymmetric battles here, well, this mission unlocks well over a month from now. There's no way asymmetric is going to be in the game, at least for this update. Maybe next update, they're just bringing back asymmetric, which would be cool, but a bit of a strange thing there. Hopefully Wargaming can clarify that. It'd be nice to see asymmetric all the way through, since I think that's a very key point in why this Dockyard is going to be so good for people, just because you can grind it out reasonably easily in asymmetric. Well, this is a rather unfortunate start to the day. NA apparently is like the deadest server on the planet. I don't know, man. What are we gonna do about this? I guess I just gotta play on EU. How broadside is this Duncan gonna go? Not very. And the thing is, with dispersion, it's so inconsistent, man. So with Wisconsin, I've been finding myself getting salvos like that very, very often. And I don't know why. That's the main reason why I've been feeling like it's a tier 9 at tier 10 with a funny button, which is a reasonably powerful funny button, don't get me wrong, but Montana is much tankier. I think that having 12 guns is typically going to be a lot better than 9 guns. Like, look at this dispersion. Like, this could be from my Wisconsin games. That's disappointing, man. That's very disappointing. Because it should be better, right? Maybe I'm getting too hung up on Battlecruiser dispersion with 2.0 Sigma. That could be. Certainly, I think Tedster in Twitch chat put it best that Stalingrad with its Battlecruiser and 2.6 Sigma, something like that. It's something ridiculous that Stalingrad, or 2.2, forget what Stalingrad Sigma is, but whatever it is, it's much better than even the Wisconsin. Still control you. So maybe I'm overhyping Battlecruiser dispersion. That just could be it, unfortunately. Okay, there's a bad salvo. They happen. They happen in an Iowa. Anyways, midway here, turning out broadside. We will take that blind shot, of course. We gotta try. And the dispersion looks pretty bad. Battleship dispersion can sometimes be really, really, really bad. Maybe we spot him with a plane? I don't know. That's, unfortunate. Man, battleships were so frustrating, man. Alright, time to find a Duncan. 30k damage, huge out of an Iowa. So to me, it hasn't felt much different. I've played a lot of Wisconsin. I think it's still going to be a ship plenty of you are going to enjoy at tier 10. But I don't think it's that much better than an Iowa at tier 9. That's 5 hits there? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'm just having a bad time of it. Oh, we dodged the torpedoes. Nice. But Iowa's a decent battleship, man. It's fine. But I think it's just the disappointment that it's not better than it is. Okay. Broadside Duncan. Here we go. This should be dead.
Spotter returning to ship.
You know what? To be fair, Wisconsin's a little better than that. Oh, man. All right, World of Warships. All right. That's unbelievable. This is why I've spent hours in the training room, man. If you're interested in that, it's all on the second YouTube channel. Just shooting at stationary test ships, like I think it was like a Petro I used mostly, but Montana as well. It is a frustrating experience playing a battleship, man, I'll tell you. So it's just, I think battleships, I think I'm getting like really unlucky this week. Maybe my account is just a little cursed this week, but this has been my experience with battleships. Maybe that's why my review of the Wisconsin was just so unbelievably negative. When ships are performing like this, and I know we're playing Iowa, not Wisconsin, but when ships perform like this, it's hard not to be a little disappointed. Oh, there is a little bit of an area where we can't fire our second turret. Okay. Oh, and we get a Citadel. Big. Being broadside to a Bismarck here is not a great idea, but wow, we actually lived. That's really lucky. Maybe it isn't lucky. I don't know. Maybe it's not lucky, considering how the battleships have been. Also, we're over 100k already. This is sometimes why I don't think the final like score of a game really shows how the match went, because this is a pretty bad game from us. Yeah. All right, we should kill him here. He probably finishes us off though too. Oh, he might angle in time though. Not quite. Plane up. Slow down. Give me both of these. Okay, we're alive. Oh, nearly got him.
Problem solved, sir.
All right, game. All right, game. You can make it up to me here. Aim a little low because he's coming towards us. Maybe he turns in a bit. Look at the dispersion on that one. I mean, we got some hits. 137's a decent Iowa game, especially for just clicking battle. And, I mean, look at this matchmaker, too. But
Spotter returning to ship.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, does this disperse? Like, some of these salvos are bad, yes, but the Wisconsin salvos were bad too. Oh, the triple Citadel. 166. Iowa pulling through. I don't know, man. It's just like, I feel like I'm just rolling a dice. I feel like I can position well, I can find these broadsides, and then it's just a dice roll whether or not I do anything to people. Oh my goodness. And that's battleships for you. And I think that's just, unfortunately, how they've been designed. Maybe it's aim bugs, maybe I'm just getting really unlucky, but Wisconsin has felt the same. And just like that, we find ourselves in a full game. Mostly because we're over on EU, I think. And I'm not at NA prime time. Fair enough, fair enough. What is your plan? If he's going for the cap, then I have time to shoot him and still reload, I think. Only 5 there. Surrey on our flank. I should have time to reload. 10 seconds. Come on, Iowa. Show us what you got. Okay, I missed 2. Okay, fair enough. I should have held. And notice our healing too. It's a arms race game, but the healing is the same too. Trying to hit kind of back here. Typically that's where you're going to get the best damage when people are turning away. So we don't have the funny button, the combat instructions giving us reload boost, consumable reload, but better matchmaker combined with basically the same ship. Dispersion doesn't feel that different to me, honestly. The damage output is very, very samey, which is disappointing. It's why I'm so disappointed in Wisconsin. And maybe it's just I got overhyped, maybe. My own fault. We can always go after the superstructures here. German battleships do take quite a bit there. Like, we just hit 8 out of 9 shells there out of an Iowa. So given that Battlecruiser dispersion, better Sigma, I don't know, man. Like, that's a good salvo out of an Iowa. Maybe it's just that we get that kind of stuff more consistently out of Wisconsin. But I don't know, man. There's been some really, really bad ones. Only a full pen. That's okay. Charnor's here. Well, if a Charnor's up here, I need to push a little bit more. We're 2 tiers higher. Got to take the focus for these tier 7s. That is a very greedy shot I'm going to take. Pretending like he's not going to turn out and he's just going to turn in. And it worked. Okay, nice Citadel. Good work, Iowa. So my experience has just been very samey. I think the Dockyard is still very good, though. You're getting a really nice tier 7 premium. You're not having to pay as much for it. If you already have that tier 7 premium, you're getting it for free. The missions aren't insane to deal with. I think... Oh, a little high, unfortunate. I think generally having arms race for... Not arms race. Asymmetric battle for at least half of it means it's a much better Dockyard too, because you can just grind out those missions into something that's like a nicer, a little more chill game mode compared to random battles where I don't know about it being more competitive, but certainly it's a little more try-hard than asymmetric would be. So that's really good stuff still with this update in this Dockyard. I just think that the ship itself, I don't know why. I was expecting better. And maybe that's my own fault. Already up to 100k here. So Iowa's a good ship though. Another 10k to a superstructure. That's it, man. It's just the salvos didn't feel as consistent or as much more consistent compared to just an Iowa or a Missouri from Wisconsin. That's been my thing. But if you guys already have it, if you whaled it, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it, since I kind of want to be wrong, to be honest with you. The Wisconsin was the ship I was really looking forward to. Like, look at that dispersion. It's good. It's good, and I'm glad it's good. But it does mean that Wisconsin should be that or better more often, you know? Okay, that one was over pretty quickly, but I think just I've played so much of it, man. I've played a lot of these American battleships recently, and I think Wisconsin's just a bit disappointing for me. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be OP. It doesn't have to be this like amazing world beater, like perfect, overpowered battleship. And that's fine. I'll still play it. I'll still have a decent time with it, but I mean, I'll probably play Monty in Ohio much more than Wisconsin in the future. Very interesting to take a look back at an Iowa, though. It's been a while since I've played this ship in particular. I mean, I've played Missouri quite a bit. It feels very similar to that. Having an extra healing from the improved American heal, not the reload, but the little bit of extra HP you get out of it these days on the tech tree line, it's pretty nice, I gotta say. Not having a radar compared to Missouri makes it a little worse, and of course the credit income, but it's a good ship. And I suppose the funny button combat instructions should be enough to make tier 10 really work quite well. But I found myself a lot of the time with Wisconsin, being able to farm that buff up early is kind of hard because spotting is just so intermittent and you just lose progress rather quickly. And maybe it's that some of my games were just getting a little unlucky with Dispersion as well. So we'll see. An Iowa video where I talk mostly about a different ship. I apologize if you're looking for Iowa specific thoughts, but the comparison is just so fresh in my mind. That's kind of really what I'm thinking about and what I want to talk about. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.